Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ari and you're here at Finance Square. Now today we're gonna cover one of the biggest players for cryptocurrency for 2019, 2020 and also for next year. Where I'm talking about PayPal and Square, or for those that know the brand, we're talking about Cash App. So we're gonna review for this specific section. We're gonna understand what PayPal is and what Cash App and Square is. We're going to look at the crypto opportunity, target audience, barrier, potential customer, competitive analysis, revenue, and for finality I'm going to give you guys my price stock prediction for those two companies, because they're actually taking the cryptocurrency seriously and they're seeing a lot of revenue or potential income from it. So let's dig in. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zari and this is Finance Square. Now today I'm going to be covering the top two companies that are helping many users around the world to get hold of the cryptocurrency. Now, but mostly currently they're helping American, in some cases even UK customer being able to purchase the first cryptocurrency. I'm talking about PayPal and Square. Now for this video I'm going to be covering the following section. We're going to be looking what those company does. We're going to look at their market share. We're going to look at the market opportunity when it comes to crypto, their target audience, what sort of barrier they're going to have potentially more customer from around the world, looking at their potential customer and the competitive analysis. We're also going to be looking at the revenue when it comes to cryptocurrency and also the stock price prediction, because both of those companies are listed in the stock exchange. So let's dig in. Now when it comes to PayPal, PayPal is a digital payment platform that has over 300 million active account holder. So basically it's enable to those users to connect with confidence either via the app, via online, or even in person. So for some people, or for many people, PayPal is a brand that they can trust. They feel comfortable using this payment method instead of using the credit card. So people would tend to register with PayPal, link their bank account or the credit card, and then they'll go to another website. For example, instead of inputting their credit card, they can just put their login to the PayPal account and then confirm the transaction. So this is PayPal for you guys. Now when it comes to Square, Square offer a full solution or full complete register services, where it's a full point of sale with tools for every part of the running of a business. So from the software of processing the credit card, from the card reader, from literally everything you can imagine to be able to receive payment, Square does it. So they does it very well. They created this slick layout that I've seen it in a few stores in the US and it looked amazing. So when it comes to the UI, they know how to create appealing product that even someone that is selling candle will feel comfortable having their cashier that is belong to Square. Alright, so basically that's what Square does. For those that doesn't know, Square also have this app called Cash App that enable user to purchase cryptocurrency, so mostly only Bitcoin for now. And also recently they're actually going to the same target audience of Robinhood, which give, for those who don't know, Robinhood is an app or that offer you guys to buy stock or shares with no fees. So basically Cash App is doing the same thing now. It's just a new thing. Not a lot of people are knowing, but this can be a very, very profitable business because this is the current new trend. Many companies are now entering this trend of zero fees when it comes to buying stocks. So now let's look at the global payment outlook. Now for 2019, only for the US, we're talking about $500 billion, which is $500 billion in revenue. Now if you look also for Asia Pacific or Latin America or EMEA, The biggest region is Asia Pacific. Now, for those who would like to know more about it and what are the companies that are operating, I highly recommend you to watch this video, which I actually cover one of the biggest brands that are operating there. The COVID-19 crisis is having a significant and widespread effect on global payment across sector. The most striking and potential lasting impact is an accelerating pace of change in the industry. So before, you probably go to a store and literally use cash. Now, because everything is remote, people are somehow obliged to use online payment solution for the purpose of purchasing goods. Now, when it comes to cryptocurrency, now for those who remember, this video is covering on the potential of PayPal and Square on entering the crypto market, which PayPal has just entered recently, and Square has been in the crypto industry since 2018. So I wanted to highlight this whole industry. So the whole industry is $500 billion, so $500 billion as of 2020. Now, when we look at cryptocurrency dominance, Bitcoin has a 62% dominance, Ethereum has a 12% dominance, XRP has a 3%, and then we have the others, which some people call it altcoin. Now, for those two companies, when you're thinking of PayPal and Cash App, which is operated by Square, they're targeting retail customer. Now, what are the barriers to entry? So there's obviously the regulation aspect. There's obviously the lack of understanding. So some people do not see cryptocurrency as something that has a value because it's something you cannot touch. And there's obviously the custody aspect of it is, how do I store cryptocurrency? Now, what is the potential customer just for the US? Because right now, PayPal is only offering this cryptocurrency services in some states in the US, and Cash App is offering the services only in the US and in the UK. So to understand what is the potential from a US market share, so we're looking at potentially 135 million user. This is based only on the current PayPal user in the US. So remember, we did say that PayPal has over 300 million customers. So it's almost a third of the customer are coming literally from the US. For PayPal crypto offering competitive analysis. So PayPal has their user, we're talking about 133 or 135 million users. When they also purchased a few years ago a company called Venmo that has 52 million users. Now, PayPal is planning in the near future, so next year, so we're talking about probably Q1 or Q2 2021, of also offering cryptocurrency. So when they look at the competitive analysis that PayPal offers, PayPal offer a very low fee. We're talking about 0.5%. When also are talking about they're offering Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And also there is something you should obviously know, most of those brands there is a weekly limit. So it might vary from one platform to another. It also might vary if you are a corporate account, business account, or if you have a lot of money with them. So obviously they will consider to raise their weekly limit. When we look at Square does only one thing. They only do Bitcoin, and the fee is 1.76. That is their fee, which is very high. It's triple the fee that PayPal is charging. Now, this might push user to move from Square to PayPal because of the fee, and also because they have much more variety and offering. Now, let's look at crypto habits. So now that we look at crypto habits, if you look at PayPal, so PayPal average account holder will have in the balance around $485. And then we look at the annual revenue per monthly active user for Cash App, we're talking about $30. So if we say it's around almost 2% fee, we're talking about almost $2,000 in their account that they need to have, or 2,000 buying power to be able to reach this $30. This is a very significant amount of money. Now, who are the competitors? The competitor for PayPal and Square or Cash App are big branded, are very well known. They have amazing UI. They have been doing a lot of marketing and they've been around for quite some time. So we have the company called Robinhood, and then we have also eToro, which has been around for over 10 years, and we have Coinbase. Both of those three companies has the power to really make a big difference when it comes to PayPal and Square. So it's becoming a very competitive sector. Every company, if it's Robinhood, eToro, Coinbase, has different value that most users will feel more comfortable compared to using PayPal or using Cash App. Now, I didn't mention that Cash App is also entering into the Robinhood territory and actually starting to offer stock. So free stock, no fees, basically. So this is something that Robinhood is doing. eToro is also doing it as well. Coinbase is just focusing on digital cryptocurrency, and they have been around for quite some time. Now, the Cash App revenue has been exploding dramatically. So Q1, they were looking at approximately, I would say, $400 million. Q2, they literally doubled that, approximately, I would say $900 million. And Q3, over $1.5 billion in revenue. Now, this is a very big amount of money. Now, then we also look at the transaction cost. So it's also has been growing quite a lot. Now, I would like to also mention that Cash App generated $2 billion in revenue in Q3, and 80% of it is coming directly from Bitcoin. That is a ridiculous amount of money. Now, for any company like PayPal, when they see this number, they feel like they need to enter. Now, whenever you look at PayPal revenue, so PayPal revenue is way above Square. So we're looking at almost $5 billion in revenue when we look at Q3. Now, it's only was a few months ago, a month and a half ago, when PayPal announced that they're actually going to enter into the crypto sphere. So we might see toward Q1, we're going to see probably maybe $10 million, maybe $20 million potentially in revenue generated from cryptocurrency business. And obviously for the next few months, they're probably going to be expanding to different states and also potentially expanding to different countries. Now, another thing you should also mention then here that you have and also an exponential growth in new account or new active account. So in Q1 2020 they had 20 million, in Q2 they had 21.3, in Q3 they have 15.2 million active account. So it's really growing dramatically. Now, the gross margin, for those who don't know, it's literally the total revenue that the company bring minus the cost of the goods. So for the gross margin for PayPal is 45%, or for the Square, which is the owner or the company that own Cash App, we're looking at almost 59%. Now it's when we talk about stock price prediction for the next 3 years. Now I have highlighted in 3 different segments. So you have a price range for if you're very bullish, if you're neutral, and if you're bearish. Now the bullish price range for PayPal for the next 3 years is $1,250. The neutral price forecast for PayPal is $630. And if you're bearish, we're talking about $420. Now, you need to understand that right now the stock price of PayPal, if I'm not mistaken, is around $200. Now, let's look at Square stock price forecast prediction. Now, if you're very bullish on Square or Cash App, the price prediction is around $850 or $900. If you have a very neutral perspective or forecast about this company, we're talking about $400. And if you have a very bearish, we're talking about $350, which is almost 20% gain from the current price. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Until next time, bye bye.